What's up, guys? I am Tony with W.O.L.F Fitness Gyms. A lot of people are asking what W.O.L.F Fitness Gyms is. It's a company that my wife and I started in 2018 when we launched in our first location in Brigantine, New Jersey. Since then, we've transformed into quite a different company. We've got, I think, 6 or 7 current locations currently open with another 30 onboarding, which is pretty exciting. Which brings us to what we're standing in front of right now. We're in front of our Northfield location, which was one of our blueprints for one of the opportunities we have in the franchise. I'm here today going through some of the new pieces we have brought into our Northfield location and pieces that we'll be showing you for other franchise locations to come. All right, guys, so we have the Arsenal Power Squat here. The reason why we chose Arsenal for a lot of the things that we put into our spaces, one, because of the overall industrial, tough aesthetic. But two, it's not just an aesthetic. This stuff is solid. It is probably some of the thickest gauge steel on the market when it comes to building this equipment. Past that point, the versatility and usability of this machine is second to none. I'll show you right here. Got adjustable safety spotter arms here. So if you're not going all the way down or you're doing an abridged movement, you can limit the range of motion there. We got band pegs for anybody who wants to put a little bit of constant resistance on bands. We got 2 foot placement pads here, along with an adjustable main pad. Past this point, guys, the degree on this is a little more severe than you'd find on normal everyday gym use equipment. And so when you're in the pocket or bringing your ass to grass, as it were, you can absolutely feel the activation. This is just one of many pieces of Arsenal that we have in space. Follow along, let's go look at the rest. Another main staple for a successful leg day in most gyms in today's environment is gonna be the pendulum squat. This is Arsenal's pendulum squat. It's their new version of it with a front end weight horn. So you can do a negative on there if you'd like. We've got adjustable pocket movement here, adjustable foot pad here, just like we have on their other pieces of equipment, and adjustable heights here, guys. What I like about this machine, besides the fact that almost anybody of any size can use it, is that you don't have to put a ton of weight on here to get full muscular activation. This is a very humbling movement, a humbling piece of equipment, and I would encourage you to be careful on the weight once you try. All right, guys, here we are standing on the Arsenal standing chest press. One of the reasons I love this is they really thought about the end user on this piece of equipment. One, multiple adjustment grips. So depending on what you're trying to press, what muscles you're trying to activate, you have options here. But two, you don't really see them take into account for most pieces. The guy that's my size, 6'6", and the person who's the average gym goer, probably in the high 5s, low 6 foots. And we have these here. All right, guys, here we have the Arsenal Viking press. Just like all their other equipment, guys, it's hyper functional to the end user. So whether you're my height or you're this height, you can get in and out safely. Spring-loaded arms to get you back to the right height. And omni-adjustable grips depending on what you're going for range of motion-wise. This is not a piece you see in an everyday fitness environment. But again, when we go to build our spaces, we're not thinking about what other gyms have. We're thinking about what our community's needs are. We have everybody in this space from CrossFitters to powerlifters, to strongmen, to aesthetic kids, to bodybuilders, to the average everyday gym goer. We want to make sure this space is curated to their satisfaction, not just one or the other. Wow. And here we have the Arsenal overhead tricep extension, pin select. Super isolative, multiple grips for width and range, and a safe self-spotter on it so you don't have to rip your shoulder blades out putting it back down. It's just massive, but it's so awesome. It's just a really cool piece of equipment. Again, part of curating the space is also creating spaces that you're going to enjoy. So like, if you got to nerd out about the equipment and enjoy the product, so like, just using it, it's just a different piece of equipment, man. It's so cool. I mean, you would think a regular bicep curl is just a bicep curl, but the ergonomics behind everything that they're doing, and I'm not just trying to like speak on what we have, but the ergonomics behind every piece that they put in place, the pole, the weight is all right here. And it continues through, but it gets hard at the bottom. It's just really well designed, well built. So we just showed you guys a bunch of Arsenal stuff. We also have in Club Matrix. We went heavy stack with everything, so it was more club level. Like we could have everybody using it, from the person who's gonna use it for 20 pounds to the person who's gonna need it for the 250 plus pounds. This is either an ISO row or you can do both arms same time. It's just preference. But both are super, super smooth. Again, the matrix line that we put in the space really was just to make sure that we had secondary and tertiary activations and all the things that we put into the club space for people to use. We don't just have one piece of everything in our clubs just because of the amount of traffic and flow we have. We normally have 2 to 3 pieces of everything in club just to make sure that we can accommodate during those rush hour periods.